Like,
Thank you for hanging, Michael.
yep, later.
Hi, Michael.
Uh,
Michael.
all right, welcome folks to the after party. This is after season 3, episode 7 of Mostly Harmful, our Starfinder campaign. We are in the second of what appears to be 3 parts of our infiltration assassination mission. I don't have any real big world news to tie us to tonight, so a pretty decent session, I think.
Yeah, it
I
went pretty
mean,
good this time.
our
Last time.
attempts to assassinate Odashen are burning down to the ground, quite like the Amazon rainforest right now.
Oof, I don't know. Don't like that.
No, most
Don't
people
like-
don't.
I'd rather you've gone with triple E, keep it relevant and local, dude. What's going on with you?
I mean, not everybody cares about Triple E in just Massachusetts, but everybody cares about the rainforest.
In my
true.
area, we're not allowed to leave our house after 6 o'clock, basically.
Yeah.
There's like a soft curfew for unless you have to be out, don't be out.
Yeah, Norton has a hashtag confirmed Triple E.
Yeah, we've we've been apparently putting down horses with our confirmed triple E. Yay!
I haven't heard anything about
Yeah, we
our
lost
area.
a goat, I think.
I was out a couple days ago having a fire around
Oh, you
dusk.
dead.
But I didn't get I'm bitten by anybody.
He didn't get
Anything.
butt.
Yeah, I've had a hard time talking today. I don't know what it is. I think it's like I haven't had to talk all day. So
So you guys
bad at it.
tonight managed to keep things pretty low key, which I think is what helped you out. The overdosing on the drug is good.
Dustin, do you need a bite in the butt?
yes.
Yeah.
Please bite my butt.
The rat poison wasn't ever going to work. The rat poison isn't remotely enough to actually take down. So you guys have been appropriately asking some of the right questions. I haven't been giving you anything in dosage enough to straight up kill the Vesk. The Vesk are bigger creatures. They're able to take more than most humanoids.
Yep.
The tar probably would have worked, but it needs to be ingested basically all together because the second she starts to feel weird, shit's going to go down. But
Gross.
you've solved that issue, so that's good. No, this might be a nice look. I didn't think you guys were going to get it in the banquet. Poison was an obvious one, but I didn't think that was going to be within your means. So nice.
So you have
Teamwork.
2 weeks to figure out how it won't work.
I don't do that. That's not how I roll. That would require pre-planning, and I'd way rather see how this works out. You guys usually mess up enough. I'm surprised Dren didn't. Dren came the closest tonight to really blowing your cover.
Yep.
You really needed a better reason as to why you needed the guest list.
I'm surprised nobody questioned me upstairs.
I did. I didn't know, so I was playing meta.
So the reason why no one asked why you were up there is a bit tied to it. I would say let's take a thing that you glean from that is that they're also cocky and self-sure. Every single one of them answered the
That's
door in
kinda what
some
I
way, shape, or
figured.
form.
Yeah. But nobody was like, "You're a designer. You're what?" That's why I had the little thing that said "Designer of the Year" because I was gonna be like, "See, I even got a
think by anybody. I think the
thing for
players.
it." Like they wouldn't have given me this, and it's got me on it.
That's clever.
Yeah.
Nope. They were going to take it at face value. Had you talked to the 2 in the conference room, that's where you would have been challenged.
That's why I got out of there. I read that room. I was like, "Nope, I'm out."
Everyone else would have just accepted it at face value. I'll tell you why, because it's not gonna. I don't think we're gonna double back to those characters again. They might come up later for other reasons, but I don't expect it to be in a friendly chat. They're not nobility or elite. Those are actually. I don't want to spoil too much, but you got the feeling that those are all professionals and they're all really close to Oda Shen. It's like her personal hit squad.
That's kind of what I figured. Because I mean,
Wow. And she sent someone not in her personal hit squad after Miller? Man, he must feel pretty special.
Things have changed for her since becoming part of the Triumvirate.
Oh, yeah.
She sent the assassin on her own dime because she couldn't use Veskarium money, so that's why Krellis was hired. Her suite of allies is not something that was in existence then. In fact, I would even say that they were put together as a unit in honor of Miller. The fact that Millers exist in the galaxy was enough for her to not want to outsource to Krellis anymore.
It's like Odashen's own court guard squad.
But who's stronger? Krellis or them?
Well, I believe the assumption is they are.
I won't speak to that. I would way rather something like that show up on screen or on stream, so I will not even suggest it.
Good.
Krellis, I will say, has been leveling relatively similar pace to the party. These characters have a static level, so that comes into play, but they are a squad versus a single. So there's definitely some give and take there, but I don't canonically have an answer. It would have to be something we play out, and it could play out. That'd be interesting. There's something else I wanted to say about that. Oh, so those people wouldn't have asked you. The two people in the conference room were not a part of that squad. They were up there for different reasons. The older Vesk would have been the biggest trouble for you, Seeker.
Yeah. I walked into that room and said, nope.
Yeah,
Two
had you
people in
not
here?
literally just bounced, it would have been an issue.
I wanted Seeker to just like, okay, I'll be on my way then exit another door.
Like a Steve Carell, like, oh, don't
Yeah.
mind me, just gonna keep going through. Yeah, that would
Yep.
have caused some tension, and that probably would have been the biggest give. But yeah, you definitely vacated that room appropriately.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, there are hallways going on the other side of it. I'm just gonna go over there and not worry about it.
Since you've missed both options or both times to interact with them, who saw the token that was in the northernmost part of the water house?
No.
Oh, was it
Got
just
it?
Michael?
I-
Oh, nice.
Well, I saw a few tokens, but I didn't know which one. He was like, hey, I shouldn't have seen that one because I saw like 4 of them, and I was like, hey, we probably weren't supposed to see that.
Oh, cool. It's a massive. You know what? Then I'll save it. Maybe I'll find a way to work that thing that he saw in. I thought you guys all saw it, so it would have been
Krellis.
lost. But if I won't say a damn thing now. I don't have to. Good for Michael for not saying anything.
How do you know that's the one he saw, though?
Because there's only one that would have mattered.
Oh.
Legitimately, there's not another one that matters if you saw it or not.
I was looking away.
Every other one has been a random token of just your guys' faces. This one was not that. How am I going to have that one come? You know what? You might have just effed yourselves by giving me that character back. All right. It's going to be great. I got this.
What?
Nice.
No.
I'm going to go back and watch the VOD.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't play ahead.
I didn't. You did it for me. I didn't even have to. I did. I didn't have to.
I'm a bald idiot. Oh.
It's funny because it's true.
I need to figure out what's going on with Zoom because I couldn't hear like half of what was going on this session.
Oh yeah, you got to get that shit fixed, man.
Spook.
Yeah, that's spook fixed. Yeah, also we're going to have to look up the poison rules. I know poison has a series of like 3 checks. For the most part, I will say the overdose will kind of precede that. So you'll have like maybe 1 saving throw where Odishen could maybe save her ass. So there is some possibility she survives the OD. I'm not giving it insta-kill poison. If it was insta-kill poison, that'd be different, but this isn't like that. This is just ODing on a drug that is not meant for synthetics.
Yeah.
Really not synthetics. That's the wrong word. Sorry. Organics. That's the ticket.
Too bad I couldn't put them into my nanobots and then inject nanobots. I
wasn't sure if there was something you could do with that, so I was waiting for that to be your answer. I actually wasn't sure if you had something.
I did say it when Dren was asking about melee attacks.
Okay.
But I kind of figured, it wouldn't be that easy to do.
That one would basically be the equivalent of his poke a hole in the wall behind them and shoot them.
Yeah.
It would have definitely triggered an immediate response.
I feel like it could work if I had actually been able to get in there, but getting up to her and hitting her with the attack would not be easy.
Yeah, and she's also in full armor. Ceremonial, but it's armor.
Yeah. So actually hitting her with it was probably out of the question. The only time I can hit people with that basically is when I throw it in a grenade.
Throw it in a grenade.
ADEC, they might have had an injection gun at some point. I will say I stripped them of all gear for the most part. I gave you the whisper ring mostly because I wanted you to go back and deal with the Rye situation, and you ignored it anyways. So that's fair.
As we do.
But for most part, anything that would have been even remotely considered threatening would have been filtered out by the security. The ring was determined harmless enough by the system, however it determines that. So the injection gun, while I think there might be something, I feel like they did get something during one of the pistol exploration missions, and I think it was the beta station. It would have been useful only if they thought to bring it.
We had the magic gun. We had the caster gun that Krellis
Did you get
has.
that back? Yeah, I was gonna say, I
Nope.
don't think you guys got that back.
Krellis has that.
As long as Krellis has that, I say she probably trumps the party of hired killers. Just saying, that's a very broken weapon. Even when I was trying to tell you how it works.
Yep.
Um,
We did get the guns that move people.
you did?
Yeah, we got those guns that move people. Remember?
Nope.
From the most dangerous game when we left it. We found it on the people.
Weapons that move people, like space.
Yeah,
oh, right.
they're
The
called,
like the crowd control weapons they were using. The guards used, right?
Yeah.
Right, because
I
they
can't remember
were.
what they're called. They're called like vector guns or something.
Yeah, you literally picked those up as you were leaving and getting on the elevator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do
Yeah,
not.
you don't.
You died,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then you got
sure
better.
Cat had one.
Somebody overlaid the Dark Souls screen.
Adex says Miller should really make a portal gun. It's probably doable. I'm sure Starfinder has something for it.
But
There
then
are...
Chris would just be playing Mindy again.
Yeah, fair. Fair. Mindy and her goddamn teleport
I
spell.
loved that character.
Um,
Her and Mr. Cotton Swank Bubble Bottom. Damn. What a team. Dream team right there.
Dream team.
well, when Miller dies, I guess we know who's coming back. Nice.
I know. You said she might be in the universe. You never confirmed nor denied.
No, there was an encounter in the most dangerous game where you would have found her. Yeah, I don't remember where it was, but it was built in there.
Probably that mage
specifically.
tower.
Punchman was there too, wasn't he?
No, Punchman wasn't there.
I thought you said he was.
Was
No.
he?
No, Punchman was in the.
He should have been searching
no.
the universe
Yeah,
at
that's
that
right.
point. He was on his vision quest at that point still.
Yeah, that's
he
right.
existed in the universe. He just wasn't in the game show. Game show had Farron was there. You met Farron technically, and Mindy was there, captive, but willingly because it kept her close to Farron. I don't remember where she was a captive, but she was like in a captive's role. But again, it wasn't something she was even like bothering to fight because she was near Farron. And if Farron had moved, that would have changed things. That's all.
I'm still waiting for the "Are there any bones in there?" cameo. I'm still waiting for that guy. He made it out of that alive.
Was that one shot at all relevant to this?
No.
Which one shot?
The one where it was our test, and like I was the vigilante, Justin was the "Is there any bones in there?" guy.
I don't remember what character I played.
Yeah, it was an
all
elf.
right. We did a test episode for us.
Yes.
I don't.
And you said that anybody who made it out is gonna make it into the next.
I feel like
thing.
Gregor, the Inquisitor, did show up in
Gregory.
something. Gregor?
Gregory, because Gregor is actual
Oh,
the
right.
character
I
that was
just
based off
slightly
of.
shifted his name.
Yeah, Gregory Eiskorn instead of Gregor Eisenhorn.
Right,
So-
that's the one. I feel like Gregory showed up somewhere, but it was low key, like maybe on a pistol situation. I'm leaving them basically like RPG side quests that you have to accidentally stumble over. But our campaign never really developed a stumble because we've been trying to be more plot focused.
Yeah.
I've been mostly leaving them as like very limited breadcrumbs. If you go way off track, I've got something there. They were something special with them, but I feel like they were tied to time travel somehow, and I don't remember exactly how.
We were, so basically to go over it, because I'm sure anybody listening doesn't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we've never talked about this before.
So
It's just test recording,
we
I
did
don't think.
a test recording at one point in between when we played Pathfinder and we moved to Starfinder. And it was just like a bunch of us on some kind of spaceship or submarine, I think it was supposed to be.
It was a submarine.
It was a submarine. And we were all playing characters that just... A couple of them had ties to our Pathfinder game, but for the most part, everybody was different.
That's right. Yeah, mine did. All right.
Because if you were Gregory...
No.
Oh, you were the other guy. Yeah, you were somebody from Mindy's past, right? Or something. Yeah.
All right.
We had two characters that were kind of tied to the other game.
They came from their backstory. I pulled them out of specific backstory elements. Gregory
was the only character who actually built that character.
Yeah. I built my character too.
Oh, did you?
I think, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Ooh,
when
I
I
didn't.
told him he was playing Gregory, who was the person who was hunting Farron and Farron's backstory. Nick, I don't remember
never
who
showed
you were
up.
playing.
I was the vigilante, and that's all I really remember about it.
I don't really remember that at all.
It was
You
pretty cool,
basically
though.
made Wonder Woman with the lasso.
Right, and yeah, that didn't work out so well. But yeah,
No.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We all had different like secret
Mika
objectives that we had to
Mika
complete.
Faylorn is my character.
And it was a bit it's just a one shot, and it was really cool. It was kind of like we were under, I don't know, there was like something outside. It was some sort of Cthulhu sort of.
It was an aboleth.
It's always
Yeah, and there was like
that stuff.
we were trying to carry like pipes throughout the entire ship. We're like, we're gonna need these for whatever reason. We never did.
So
We
aboleth
set
are
some
creatures
doors on fire.
in Pathfinder. So
Yeah.
it was an aboleth that was so the aboleth is tied to something. These characters technically do exist. I remember where they exist though. It's in the
It was some sort of experiment too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Because
was
at
an
the
experiment.
end it was like, oh, only a couple of them got out or whatever.
This was specifically tied to Thune.
Yeah.
These are a Thune adjacent set of characters. If you guys ever pursue that plot thread, that is a side plot, not at all relevant to the Pact World situation. This would be almost extra planar activities for you guys.
So
Yeah.
Go through yourself.
we're not gonna bring up the name generator like we said we were gonna
yeah,
do.
yeah.
All
that's
right,
right.
now if someone wants to post it in chat, I
got it.
I like to have name generators up when I do large crowds of NPCs. I like generating names because that almost triggers me to have like a bit of improv around what that name sounds like. So I go a little bit with that. That's why I don't just pre-gen them all and like stick them on if I want to do it that way. And I only create 50% of the names off the top of my head as random bullshit. I literally just Googled fantasy name and sci-fi name because I wanted two for today because I wanted some of the races to be fantasy, some to be sci-fi. The fantasy one was namegenerator.org.uk, which someone please post in the chat if you haven't already.
I already did.
The cool thing about this name generator is it says, would you like to base the names on a human name? So if you put in like a name or a word or a phrase at that point, but it can't be more than one word, it starts giving you the most random bullshit names with like portions of it. So when I do Dustin, I got Dustinatoria the Dutt, Dookie, which I'm upset about, Dewbody Skyston, which actually is kind of cool. It's really cool, like mismatching names. And then we just started like doing random words and random things.
A minute before we started, I did Cumster.
Ugh, don't like that.
I got Cumster Stomp, and I broke.
Yeah, he did break a little bit.
I just did one right now, and there's some pretty good ones in here. Simpson Zuzu.
Dustin Nupa.
Wabaka Neon Vera. Go Pop.
These character names would be great in a book called look at the bottom of the list. Dustin Grula and the Ring of Doom. Fantasy plot generator, don't mind if I do.
What the heck?
One is Super Nick Nickiverse. Okay. Yep.
Okay, how about this one? This is a really good one.
Just Incredible the Edible Egg.
Space Stone Hera Planet Hopper. What?
Oh my. Their plot generator is quite interesting.
Okay. You can't
Wow.
just
You can set a ton of parameters or just randomize it. And I randomized Harriet Blast, the ogre. In a house there lived an old-fashioned solid ogre named Harriet Blast. Not a magic weathered sleepy house filled with dice and a sloppy smell, nor yet a hairy, fragile, dull house with nothing in it to sit down on or eat. It was an ogre house, and that means happiness. That's the blurb, and then it goes even further. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional paragraphs generated on that. And at one point, Jeff is apparently wounded at the Battle of Waterloo.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Just Stinky. Just Stinky. Just Stinky.
Just Stacy? Just Stacy's a pretty good name.
Brainston. Oh,
I love how he got drugs
Nice.
from a
Stacy.
person who looked like Sonia.
I honestly did. I wasn't sure what to do with it, but when a drug dealer and an android just tickled me, so I liked that. You guys accidentally generated that drug. It wasn't originally placed there, but I liked where you went with it.
Yeah.
I just put in Shadow. I got
Oh,
Shadow
can we
10
just-
Neon Shadow.
Can we just?
What'd you do?
You pretty much broke me at that point.
What's that?
When the android was explaining how he's tarred.
Yeah. Yes.
I just
Yes.
nope.
Yep.
just no.
Yep. I'm like, I know. I'm not touching this one.
No.
I'm not touching it at all.
All right, so definitely didn't mean it like that.
Yeah,
and
that it's a valid way to say it. That's a very
Yeah.
good, like that's what you would call it in real life.
But
I'm
we're
sure.
skirting. We're skirting.
But we're sitting there like, oh my god.
Yeah. I was like,
died.
I
just
thought you just
broke
enjoyed
me.
my take
You
on a
broke me, earlier.
drug
What you
android.
break me on?
I almost said in character later that I didn't do this stuff because I don't like what they call you when you're on it.
Tard. Oh, I would not have gotten that. Oh God. And how did you almost break, Chris?
Yeah, I don't remember. I actually dropped my book.
Also for the name generator, I pulled up Shadowphilia, ideal for a demon
Oh,
apparently,
I got a little bit of shadowphilia.
or the Shidori Shadowverse, ideal for an alien.
Chidori.
That's actually not that bad. I kind of like that. And just Shadow for the Yu-Gi-Oh character, I guess. Titan Shadow.
Have you guys gotten a lot of like they inserted a random syllable from Chewbacca with your entry? Because
I
I've
haven't
gotten
seen
that
one
quite
yet.
a bit. Yeah,
Yeah, I got one of those.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything. What the? Come on, give me my Star Wars.
Because you don't like Star Wars.
I'm just gonna put Dick in and see what happens. This is gonna be good. Hell Dick. First one. Hell Dick, ideal for a demon.
Dude,
Dick
I-
Cauldron, Dick Mar.
I
Auto Dick.
called Hell Dick.
I finally got it. Dick Baka, Dick Plansopper. Ooh, the fairy. Dick.
Oh,
God. Some of these are okay. Gala Dick for the giant.
Sir
Dickina.
sausage.
Dickina Dickback for the werewolf. Dickilda Grand Dick for a wizard.
I got lolly sausage.
Okay, you know what's weird? I put in penis, and all the names are sausage.
Yep.
Mine. I got the F word was censored in mine,
Yep. I put
which is even better almost.
I kind of like sausage way better than if it were penis.
I got I wrote penis monger and
Sausagesaurus.
Lego Dick the Elf. That's great.
Ooh, that's a crooked sausage. That's a good like username. I'm gonna use that.
that's Justin's now alt Reddit account.
Yep, yep. Crooked sausage. That's probably already taken. I'm gonna look that up
what do
right
we got?
now.
Brumadeck, Ada Shot,
You.
Adaku, Adakrot.
Time for some gut skitter.
Yep, there is somebody already named Crooked Sausage.
It is a good one though.
And yes, it is probably a Gone Wild account. 'Cause that's all it's posted in is Gone Wild. Different
We
types.
call them
Times.
research accounts.
Yep. Probably gonna have to click this now.
Oh man, I put in my my name Gut Skitter, and I got Gut Skitter Baka Sky Gut Skitter.
Baka.
Baka.
All right, let's put in arbitrary nerd as one word. What do we get? Yeah, these all suck.
Yeah, they all-
arbitrary nerd plantopper.
Oh,
All
I
right.
hate it. I hate
I will-
all of this.
I will say it does slow down on repeated uses because it does give you a lot of the same syllabus.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Go thumper.
There's one I used that was pretty good. It was which
Take
one?
nap.
It's only for it's only fantasy though.
Is this the real life?
Nap.
Nerdilla
there it
Dinner
is.
Court.
I use Don John.
Yeah, Don John was where I got the sci-fi names from. That's where Vance. I forgot his last
Yeah,
name already.
that's a really good one. I've used that
Vance
for a long
Greaves?
time.
Yeah, Vance Greaves.
I think super old.
Is he in the line of refrigeration?
Nope, he is not, but he might be seen patrolling the streets of Discworld, or what's the city in Discworld? Shit. Oh, I don't remember the name of the city. Morcopolis or something like that. Morepork? I think it's Morepork.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Morepork.
Greaves is the name of one of the main characters from Terry Pratchett's Discworld series. Samuel Greaves. I think it's Sam Greaves. I don't think. Oh, Grimes.
Thorn
Damn it, I
Sage.
fucked up. It's Sam Grimes. I'm just wrong. It's
I
cool.
think that's Rick Grimes.
No, I'm right. It's Sam Grimes. Where are you? Sam Grimes, Discworld. Is that right the first time? Ankh-Morpork is the name of the city. Sam Vimes is the character I was thinking of. So nope, this is just a decent name.
Yeah. Oh, Vance Greaves is a great name.
And now he's your friendly guard.
Well, he was friendly with me. That's why I was surprised I had to do a diplomacy check, because we hit it off pretty good.
Oh, diplomacy was only to get you the reason why you rolled a fail and
Yeah.
nothing bad happened. Is just you missed the opportunity to have something good happen.
Oh, okay, cool.
You would have gotten the key card, which would have gotten you access. Admittedly, people opened the doors and I eventually gave you close. If you had gotten the key card, I would have given you probably a couple of secret items tucked away. But as it is, you had no way to get into locked doors, so I just ignored them.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's the only benefit was you would have gotten the key card. That's all, and you needed a 15, and you rolled like a 6.
Yeah, I rolled bad, except for when I rolled good.
I am trying to not when it's just gonna annoy us. I'm trying not to use checks that fail and throw off things.
Yes.
I'm liking to do checks that, as long as you guys are being reasonable what you're doing, I want the checks to enhance that.
Mhm.
Now, if you really bomb something, I might punish you for it. And there are instances where, like, had Dren like taken one more step in the wrong direction when trying to get that list of names, would have definitely been a check that could have been a the story continues or the story derails kind of thing.
Yeah.
But for the most part, when I see room for a check, it's basically me just seeing if there's any extra flavor we want to add on that. Like, did you do a really good job of that thing, and how do you benefit from that, or did you do a middling job? We just keep going.
Yeah, I got really worried. I was like, oh no, but I've been doing so well.
I will fail you on certain things,
Yeah.
obviously, but this one, you guys are playing it pretty close to your chests. You did pretty well.
I'm surprised I was able to actually talk to all those people, though. I was very afraid of that. I was very afraid of that. Very, very afraid.
Yeah, they didn't know any better, so it worked for you. This is easily the fanciest set of digs they've ever had.
Where are we rating?
I was actually going to bring up the person I put the spip on, Callan Caldera. I'm going to try to see if I can kind of like isolate her and kind of have like a one-on-one conversation with her at some point, if possible.
Prior to the poisoning?
I don't know. Well, I'll have to play it by ear. But
yeah, so I don't think we can just leave right away.
I think we can.
I mean, we don't know if it's done. We don't know if the job's done or not.
That's the thing. I mean, do or die. I mean, that's an actual assassination attempt on a big head.
Yeah.
They're shut down the place.
We can put a pip on Oda Shen.
They'd probably execute everybody at the party. Let's be honest.
That's also a good point. They probably could. Yep.
Yeah, they probably would.
Yep.
They're best. Of course they would.
Of course they would. Them and their 4 penises.
Stop adding more peni. Nick, I'm falling asleep. Who are we rating tonight?
Time to tabletop.
I like how you had that already ready to go.
It's my one job in the after party.
Never split the raid.
Are they tabletopping?
They are tabletopping.
Ugh. But are they clopping? Is really all I want to know.
I don't want to know what clopping is. I have a feeling it might have something to do with My Little Pony.
It sure does.
That's all I need to know.
What an uncanny sense you have for Brony.
But it's not clopping, which is that awesome Flash game. So
it's just really good deductive reasoning. Bye, folks.
Right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice night. And if you guys want to see some other after parties, just become a patron. That's where they all go. And we almost always have an after party after our Tuesday night shows. All right. Peace out, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.